Have you ever felt a place calling to you, not with words but with a pull deep in your soul? It's as if the land itself is whispering your name, inviting you to step beyond the familiar and into the unknown. There's a longing that stirs inside, a sense that somewhere out there, a wild place is waiting just for you. It's not just curiosity, it's a magnetic force, drawing you toward adventure and discovery. For me, that place was Unalaska, a wild island at the edge of the Aleutian chain. It's a land shaped by ancient forces where the Pacific and the Bering Sea meet in a dramatic embrace. Here, land and sea collide in a display of raw, untamed beauty. The cliffs stand tall against the relentless waves, and the wind carries stories from centuries past. My journey began with a flight over endless snow and mountains, descending toward green peaks rising from the dark ocean. The view from above was breathtaking, an endless tapestry of white, blue, and emerald, hinting at the mysteries below. The island looked ancient, shaped by fire and ice, demanding respect from all who visit. Its volcanic peaks and glacier-carved valleys tell a story of survival and transformation. Landing in Unalaska is an adventure itself, the runway squeezed between mountain and sea, the wind always present. Every arrival feels like a triumph over the elements, a reminder of nature's power. Stepping off the plane, the air was sharp and salty, the scent of true wilderness. The mist clung to my skin, and the landscape felt alive, untamed, and welcoming in its own wild way. I breathed in, ready to explore and learn from this powerful place. Each breath filled me with anticipation, as if the island itself was offering a challenge and a promise. This wasn't just about seeing somewhere new, it was about feeling the planet's power and our smallness within it. Standing there, I realized how vast and mysterious the world truly is, and how humbling it is to be a part of it. Unalaska reminds us that wild places still exist, teaching us about resilience and the beauty of life in its purest form. The flowers and grasses cling to the hillsides and seabirds ride the wind, thriving where few dare to go. Here, nature is in charge, and we are just visitors. The clouds roll in without warning, the sea roars, and the cliffs stand silent and eternal. I invite you to join me. Feel the wind, watch the whales, and discover the wild heart of the Aleutians. Let's witness the dance of life that continues here, far from the noise of civilization. This is a journey of awe, humility, and connection. It's about finding wonder in the world's farthest corners, and remembering that we are all part of something much greater. Let's see what lessons the edge of the world has to offer. The adventure begins now, and together, we'll discover what it truly means to answer the call of the wild. In Unalaska, the wind is your constant companion and your first teacher. It greets you the moment you step outside, tugging at your jacket, whistling past your ears, and reminding you that you are a guest in a land ruled by the elements. Locals call it the Williwaw, a force that shapes the land and life itself. The wind is woven into every story, every tradition, and every day's routine. It bends grasses, sculpts the soil, and keeps the island wild and treeless. Trees don't stand a chance here. Instead, the land is covered in resilient tundra, always in motion. You don't fight the wind, you adapt, learning humility and resilience. Locals know to walk with a steady step, leaning into the gusts, and to dress in layers that can withstand sudden changes. Life here moves with the weather's rhythm. Sunny days are rare gifts. Storms send everyone indoors. The wind is a signal, warning of what's to come, and shaping daily plans. I quickly learned to be prepared. A calm morning can turn wild in minutes. The sky can shift from blue to gray in a heartbeat, and the wind is always the first to announce the change. Hiking a ridge, I leaned into the wind just to stay upright, feeling its power and my own smallness. Each step was a reminder of nature's strength and my place within it. Instead of fear, I felt alive, connected to the raw forces of nature. The wind strips away pretense, leaving only the essentials: breath, movement, and awe. The wind is the island's guardian, keeping it untamed and open. It sweeps across the land, ensuring that Unalaska remains wild, beautiful, and free from the ordinary. It challenges you, cleanses the air, and reminds you that nature's rules reign here. The wind is both a test and a gift, demanding respect and offering clarity. Embracing the wind is the first step to understanding the Aleutian soul. It's a rite of passage for anyone who wishes to truly know this place. It's a lesson in adaptability that stays with you long after you leave. The wind teaches patience, flexibility, and a deep respect for the unpredictable. The wind shapes not just the land, but everyone who calls this place home. Faces are weathered, spirits are strong and community bonds are forged in shared experience. Here, survival means respect, for the elements and for each other. The wind brings people together, reminding them that they are never truly alone in facing the storm. In Unalaska, the wind is both challenge and invitation, a force that shapes the land, the people, and the very spirit of the Aleutians. My dream was simple: sea whales in their wild home. Ever since I was a child, I'd imagined what it would be like to witness these gentle giants in the vastness of the open sea, far from the noise of civilization. The idea of sharing a moment with a creature so ancient and mysterious always filled me with wonder. The waters around Unalaska are alive with these giants, but patience is key. The ocean here is wild and unpredictable, and the whales appear on their own terms, never when you expect them. Every day brought new hope, and every distant splash made my heart race. I spent hours on cliffs, scanning the horizon, letting the ocean's rhythm calm my mind. The wind was cold, but the anticipation kept me warm. Sometimes I'd lose myself in the endless blue, feeling both small and infinite at once. Then, one calm morning, everything changed. The world seemed to hold its breath as the sun rose, painting the water with gold and pink. I sensed something special was about to happen. Out on a small boat with a local fisherman, we drifted in silence. The only sounds were the gentle lapping of water and the distant cries of seabirds. We waited, surrounded by endless ocean, feeling both exposed and protected. Suddenly a dark shape surfaced, a humpback whale, massive and graceful. Its presence was overwhelming, a living mountain rising from the deep. I could hardly breathe as it glided past, close enough to touch. Its breath sent mist into the cold air, a sound from another world. The exhale was powerful, echoing across the water, and for a moment time seemed to stand still. 3 whales circled us, curious and powerful, their tails crashing with thunderous energy. The water churned around us and I felt the raw force of nature in every movement. I saw barnacles on their skin, looked into ancient eyes, and felt like a guest in their world. Their gaze was deep, almost knowing, as if they carried the wisdom of the ocean within them. The encounter was humbling, a silent conversation between human and whale. In that quiet exchange, I felt a connection that words could never capture. It filled me with awe and a deep urge to protect these creatures and their ocean home. I realized how fragile their world is, and how much it depends on our respect and care. Seeing them here, wild and free, was a privilege I'll never forget. It was a reminder that true wilderness still exists, and that we are lucky to witness it. The memory of their breath and movement stays with me, a spiritual moment, a dance with giants. Their presence lingers in my mind, echoing long after the waves have settled. In that instant, I understood the true magic of the Aleutians. This place is more than just a landscape. It's a living, breathing world full of wonder and mystery. The whales reminded me, we are all connected by the wildness of this planet. Our lives are intertwined with the fate of these magnificent beings, and with the health of the oceans themselves. Their presence was a gift, and a call to cherish the world we share. I left that day changed, carrying a new sense of responsibility and gratitude. This was more than a sighting. It was a transformation, a moment that will shape how I see the ocean, and my place within it, forever. Unalaska is alive with bold, curious wildlife. Without large predators, red foxes roam freely, their fiery coats bright against the tundra. I watched a family of foxes play, their energy a sign of a thriving ecosystem. Above, seabirds fill the sky, puffins, cormorants, and kittiwakes nesting on cliffs. Bald eagles are everywhere, symbols of the island's wildness. The land is a carpet of moss, wildflowers, and resilient plants, bursting with color in summer. Hiking through fields of lupine and poppies, surrounded by mountains and sea, feels like a dream. Every sense is engaged: the soft tundra, the calls of birds, the clean wild air. This is a living ecosystem where every creature and plant plays a role. Unalaska's wilderness is both rugged and delicate, a reminder of nature's balance. Here, peace and wonder are found in every step. Unalaska's wildness is matched only by the warmth of its people. In this remote place, community is everything. Neighbors rely on each other, and kindness is a way of life. Smiles and stories are shared freely, making every visitor feel at home. I joined locals for a meal, listening to fishermen recounting tales of storms and survival on the Bering Sea. The Unangan people shared their deep connection to the land and their enduring traditions. One fisherman, Gene, welcomed me into his home, sharing tea and wisdom earned from decades on the island. This place gets into your blood, he said. It's tough, but honest. These encounters gave Unalaska a voice and a heart. The resilience and warmth of the community reflect the land itself, strong, beautiful, and full of life. Leaving, I felt I was saying goodbye to friends, not just a place. The spirit of Unalaska's people is a lesson I'll carry always. To truly know Unalaska, you must listen. The wind hums, sometimes roaring, a constant bass note. The ocean crashes against volcanic rocks, a rhythm that fills the air. Seabirds create a chaotic chorus, their calls echoing across the cliffs. Sometimes you hear a fox's bark or an eagle's whistle, soloists in nature's orchestra. In rare moments, silence settles, a deep, peaceful quiet where you can almost hear the earth breathe. Even the smallest sounds, a stream trickling, a bee buzzing, add to the island's music. This symphony is both powerful and soothing, washing away the noise of modern life. At night, lying in my tent, the wind and waves became a lullaby. The wild's music is a gift, a reminder that the planet's song is the most beautiful of all. Everyone should hear it at least once. Unalaska changes you. Surrounded by wildness, your problems shrink and your spirit grows. Standing on a mountain, looking out at endless ocean, you feel both small and free. The island's challenges, wind, rugged terrain, sudden storms build resilience and quiet confidence. Here you learn to trust yourself and appreciate every small victory. Without city distractions, your senses sharpen. You notice every shade of green, every shift of light. This heightened awareness is a gift, a new way of seeing the world. Unalaska leaves a mark of gratitude and a passion to protect wild places. It reminds us of our own wildness and what truly matters: strength, community, and the beauty of life. The spirit of this island becomes part of you, a source of inspiration forever. My journey to Unalaska was a reminder. Our planet is a precious gift. Exploring wild places, near or far, opens our minds and fills us with wonder. Adventure isn't about distance. It's about curiosity and stepping beyond comfort. Start small, hike a new trail, watch a sunrise, learn the birds in your backyard. Every act of exploration deepens our connection to nature and inspires us to protect it. Places like Unalaska are vital, wild sanctuaries and living classrooms. By visiting with respect, we support local communities and share their stories. Dream of the wild places you want to see. Let adventure guide you. The world is full of wonders, waiting to be discovered. By exploring, we become better guardians of our planet. Let's protect these symphonies of the wild for generations to come. The adventure starts with a single step. Where will yours lead? Thank you for joining me on this journey to Unalaska's wild shores. I hope these stories sparked your sense of adventure and wonder. The world is vast, with countless pages waiting to be explored. Subscribe and join a community of explorers who believe in the power of wild places. Together, we'll discover new stories, face new challenges, and protect the beauty of our planet. The spirit of adventure lives in all of us. Let it lead you to your next horizon. Your next great adventure is out there, waiting. Until then, stay wild and stay curious.